Welcome back to the Shepherd's campaign for Freespace 2 here on Paladin Gaming. We're going into the 10th mission, 36 Legions. Rebuffed but not beaten, a second attack has commenced. The Andromalius must fall. And that was an intimidating splash. Salutations, Father. I am writing this message from my sleeping quarters aboard the GVD Memphis. Beside me are the 3 empty beds where my wingmates would sleep, and further down the hallway are nearly 2 dozen more. It is hauntingly quiet. Our squadron was tasked with assisting the Memphis in striking a Shivan staging point not far from the Gamma Draconus node today. We made quick work of them, our fighter craft bearing down on the Shivans like how the legendary Mid-Eye Bouquet of Vasudan Prime would dive into an Apu Het colony. Much like those elegant birds, we tore into the Shivans formation. But the Shivans countered us. Separated from the Memphis, our squadron was fallen upon by dozens of enemy fighters while the Memphis was engaged with a demon-class destroyer. We fought fiercely to survive. I watched the pilots in my squadron fall one by one, each taking at least 2 Shivans or more with them. When all seemed lost, the ones who survived, including Wing Leader Tamat and Squadron Commander Arnu, gathered around my craft to protect me in complete disregard of their own safety. I begged for them not to, but they ignored me. Reinforcements from the Memphis reached me as the last of my peers fell. I'm only writing to you now because of their sacrifices. They died because they knew who I was. A son to the Emperor, a potential heir to the dynasty. Even though they had treated me like any other pilot, they seemingly dropped this facade once our greatest danger had become apparent. They did not die only to protect me, but to protect the title that my name is paired to as well. I have spoken with Admiral Nekba. He was adamant to transfer me to one of the evacuation shuttles leaving the nebula, but after much convincing, he finally relented, transferring me to the 36 Orbos-Gak. Unlike the 251st, who were made aware of my royalty but sworn to secrecy, the 36 will not be privileged with this knowledge. If I meet my fate before the great destroyers, and I will meet it as a pilot of our proud alliance. I will soon be leaving these empty barracks, but not without the many fond memories that I am blessed to have had experience with them. My friends. All communications going through the node are strictly military in nature, and you will only receive this letter should we return to Allied space. Perhaps I am wasting my time writing this, but I feel it must be done. Know that I do hope to see you again, Father. I understand how troublesome I have been to both you and my siblings, but I do feel that I have finally found a purpose with serving in the Fighter Corps. From the stories of Mother that I have heard, I think she would have been proud of me. This is where I feel that I belong. I hope you too can feel proud of me for making this decision. Sa Vasuda, Sa Kansu, Nahibu. Whoops. Alright, let's, kinda heavy, let's get to briefing. 36 Legions. This is Commander Frim to all pilots of the 36. I have just received new orders from the Admiral. In 15 minutes, our fleet will begin a final breakout attempt from Gamma Draconus. There is no more time for us to waste, as long-range scans have detected a massive deployment of additional Shivan forces from the nebula. The Sathanas may be in system within the hour. Oh boy. The GVD Memphis will move out from its current position and engage 2 Shivan warships on patrol near our location, the SCV Demiurge and SC Sabizios. It's the Lilith, that's a bad idea. The 36 is to provide fighter cover for the Memphis, okay, then we'll be fine, in this as long as you give me trebs. In this operation, while also assisting with beam disarmament. Pay special attention to the Sabazios, a Lilith-class cruiser which mounts a destroyer-grade beam cannon. There is no doubt that our strike will attract Shivan attention. Once we have nullified the immediate threat, we anticipate the Shivans will sortie increasing numbers of fighters, bombers, and warships against the Memphis. Our goal is to stand against every challenge the Shivans throw against us. We will beat back every fighter sweep, every mass bomber attack, every warship shock jump that the Shivans can muster. Expect them to sortie whatever forces they have in Gamma Draconus that are not blockading the Capella node. We are to keep this offensive until the SD Andromalius appears, at which point we will hold down the destroyer at our position at all costs. We will exploit a weakness in the Andromalius that one of the 988's pilots discovered before they were overrun. Oh, are we sacrificing ourselves so the GTVI convoy can escape? This exploit is in the form of small fractures between its reinforced armor plating. The main guns of the Memphis should be able to deal critical damage to the Andromalius by hitting these weak points. Because the Andromalius' main beam emitter crystals have displayed an immunity to conventional attacks, we will prioritize covering the Memphis at this stage of the operation from additional Shivan attacks. The Memphis and Andromalius will duel alone. We can at least take out the secondary beam emitters, right? I'll try it. While the Memphis engages the Andromalius, the GVCV Irons Nufus will lead the rest of our warships in an all-out assault on the Capella node. With the exception of our squadron, the entirety of the Memphis' remaining air wing has been tasked with protecting the warships, freighters, and transports of the fleet during their run. There they will engage the SD Datius and the remnants of the blockade force. So long as we keep the Andromalius away from them, surviving Allied units will make it to Capella and reunite with the GTVA. Although our warships will be engaged at the node, we will not be relieving the flotilla undefended. The SOC wings that were accompanying the Irons Nufus, like all 5 fighters, will remain with the flotilla at a safe location to guard them. Our fleet will head straight for the node once the area around it has been secured. Okay, that's right. So, once all surviving GTVA units have escaped the system, the GVD Memphis will proceed to the jump node. Because only a few of our craft have intersystem jump drives, these craft will proceed onwards to Capella to continue escort, while the rest of our fighters dock with the Memphis. The 36 will cover the other squadrons docking with the Memphis before we ourselves land. If the Andromalius is yet to be destroyed by this time, then we can expect it to follow us to the node. We may only have a few minutes to gather our remaining craft before we make the jump. However, the Shivans will deploy numerous forces even if the Andromalius is not present. We will be making a fighting retreat right up until the Memphis' fighter bays. Oh boy. Because this will be a lengthy operation, our wings will deploy in stages. Alpha and Delta wings will be initially sortied. Your wings will provide space superiority and intercept during our initial assault against the Demiurge and Sabazios. Beta wing, flying heavy assault, will launch once the Shivan reinforcements join the battle. Gamma and Epsilon wing will reinforce the Memphis' defense as the battle escalates further, or upon the Andromalius arriving in the battle space. Our squadron has also received special authorization to use the new GTW UD-8 Kaiser, an experimental weapon that only SOC units and some CEU squadrons have access to. This cannon is powerful, and you will undoubtedly find it of great use in the coming battle. Rear Admiral Kalmak's task force has provided us with these weapons, and he has sent his personal regards to our squadron. The Memphis' beam turrets have also been configured to support TAG missiles. Use these weapons at your own discretion. Ooh boy! This is it, pilots. I wish good fortune to all of you. For now, it is time to show the Shivans what the 36 are truly made of. Get to your ships. Primary objectives: protect Memphis, force confrontation with Andromalius, and ensure Allied units escape Gamma Draconus. Secondarily, destroy SD Andromalius. You're damn right we will if we can. Destroy SCV Demiurge and SC Sabazios and cover Memphis' withdrawal to Capella. I don't like how those are secondary. I wish I had a viable 3 bank, but I do not. Why Akatons? Is there something we need to disable? I'm gonna do that. I've been informed by the devs that the AI in this campaign can in fact use trebuchets, so we're gonna leave our wingmen having trebuchets. But why the Akaton though? Oh right, because we can carry Maxims. Alright, Alright, we'll, stick with it, I guess. I trust the devs know what they're doing. Colt, you better not mess up this loadout. Let's hit it. Irons Nufus, Memphis, we are deploying the last wave of craft for your attack. Are your ships ready? Affirmative, Memphis. We will strike at the Datius as soon as we have received your command. I still feel conflicted about not having told you all who I was. You said that you had forgiven me, but don't worry about it, Nahibu. It's alright, Nahibu. After your last squadron, you only wanted to make sure more wouldn't die. That's what you meant back in our first op, right? Indeed. Commander Frimm was reluctant to send me out on combat sorties after my transfer. I feared that my death would not be in fighting the Shivans, but rather as a grounded pilot. I cannot stomach the thought of doing nothing during a time of great need. I knew there was something strange about that interaction between the two of you. My elder siblings never understood my desire to branch out of Imperial life. I am fortunate that my father was understanding and allowed me to pursue this life despite his concerns. Oh, so you're like the spare. No wonder he So, what do you all think of the odds stacked against us? I've heard some of the other pilots say this was a suicide mission. Not good, but it's not like we've got a lot of options either. A whole lot of people are depending on us to get them back home. Just in case things go south, though, I wanted to say it's been an honor to fly with you guys. What was that red flash? On the contrary, I believe we will prevail. Always the optimist, eh? Oh, that's my squadron. I should go. That's my wing. I should go with them. Optimist? Sure, but I know we will succeed. Much like the stories of the wandering prophet of ancient Vasudan, who led the Abracadabra clan to salvation from the Great Storm, I believe we will complete our mission and return to Allied space. I hope you're right, Nahibu. I really do. Pilots, the jump drives of your fighters have been slaved to the Memphis zone drives. We are now preparing to depart and engage a pair of Shivan warships nearby. Brace yourselves for battle. Alright, let's line up with the Memphis. Activating jump drives now. I know we don't have to line up with the Memphis, but it's cooler that way. Alright, we got Lilith first. We have the Shivan warships on sensors, the Malt class Corvette Demiurge, and the Lilith class Sabazios. We are now commencing plasma core insertion. The missiles will be subjected to intense bombardment with leaving G cannons intact. We should prioritize these threats, Alpha 1. Indeed! Alright, Snoofus, be advised we have just begun engagement with the Demiurge and Sabazios. We will notify when the Andromalius arrives. May good fortune guide us all on this day. Come on. Affirmative. All squadrons and warships are assembled and await the Admiral's command. Vasudan, Memphis. There you are. Enemy vessels have taken notice of us and are returning to engage. We are also detecting a fire launch in the Demiurge. Draw these fires into our anti-fighter beams, pilots. Nope. Damn it. His turn is masking the beam. Okay, they hit anyway, so we'll deploy one more. The Corvettes just launched a wing of bombers, intercept them where they hit the Memphis. Destroy Shivan warship guns, too. No, destroy Shivan warships, too. Alright, Memphis. Here's your target. Memphis? I may have made a terrible mistake. Fine. That bomb just did a U-turn. We are under heavy assault by our armor holds. Tighten that cover, pilots. Alright, this loadout was a mistake. We're restarting. And I'm going to leave that in because it's important to illustrate that that the strategy, in fact, does not work. One more shot. I have to go through all the bullshit, though. Alright, let's get that Lilith. We have the Shivan warships on sensors, the Model-class corvette Demiurge, and the Lilith-class cruiser Sabazios. We are now commencing plasma core insertion. The Memphis will be subjected to intense bombardment. We believe those beam cannons attack. We should prioritize those threats, Alpha 1. You got it. As be advised, we should begin engagement with the Demiurge and Sabazios. We'll know how the Andromalius arrives, and a good portion will be with us all this day. Affirmative, all squadrons of warships are assembled and awaiting the Admiral's command. Saw Vasudan, Memphis. Enemy vessels have taken notice of us and are returning to engage us. We're also detecting a fighter launch from the Demiurge. Show those fires into our anti-fighter beams, pilots. Other beam turret, please? There we are. Corvettes just launched a wing of bombers. Intercept them before they hit the Memphis. Alright. Delta Wing, let's get you away from that Corvette. Come here, follow me. Take down that cruiser. Cruise sailed out of the beam. Destroy the Demiurge. The Studios are going down. Alright. Area secured, we are picking up multiple inbound jump signatures. All fighters prepare for contact. It has begun. Hostile fighters incoming. More concerned about hostile bombers, Your Highness. There they are. Here they come. Don't let them through. Roger. Let's take them down, I believe. I thought that was the idea. This beta wing standing by for orders. Oh, Tarvies. That's more important. Leave me alone, I need to rearm. Incoming jumps into your SCD chin, and on our starboard side. Ah, wrong beam turret. Memphis, you got a cannon at close range just below your bow. Alright, we'll keep on these Tarvies. Because they are much more dangerous than a cane. As evidenced by that swarm of bombs they just launched. Damn it. Too late. Survived, rude. No bombers on scope. Sathanas has been destroyed. Oh crap, hello. We're picking up 4 Seraphim class bombers on approach. Intercept the warheads where they hit us. Taurus wing consisting of 3 H-1 class fighters has EMPs. So that won't do it all. I'll slow down support. Thank you. Dragons on the scene. Great. Fantastic. You're still alive? No more bombers. Area's clear. Damn, that was intense. Take a moment to catch your breath, guys. Memphis, you got anything on scope? Affirmative, Alpha 2. 1 target destroyer. Scale ETA is 1 minute. RECM suite is online. Before signaling the outside, Rearm if you need to. Looks like the show knows what to happen. The experience tells me it's going to be an easy one. It won't be, but we're not letting that bastard stop us no matter what. Not one more ship. Oh boy, here we go. Contact with Andromalius confirmed, notifying the Memphis to begin their run for the node. We are launching Epsilon Wing now. All pilots stay close to the Memphis. Memphis is maneuvering to bring our main guns to bear, commencing ECM attack on their targeting. Gunnery target the following locations on the Andromalius' hull. Triple strike pattern, this is it. Memphis is maneuvering to bring its dorsal beams to bear. That ECM better work. Detecting a surge of energy from the Andromalius' cannons. The destroyer is firing in 3, 2, 1. Ah! You missed, you big ugly bastard! Gunnery control, open fire. Huh, we also missed. Those shots miss. You don't say, Skips. The enemy retaliated with their own ECM attack against our targeting system. Stand by for mission update. Okay. Andromalius is launching fighters. Designation is Sagittarius. Requiring locked firing. Wow, support your way out there. This is Epsilon 1. Additional shooting fighters are jumping in. We will protect the Memphis Alpha 1. This is not having much effect. We have another lock. Gunner control. Fire. Ah, shit. Each missile's doing about 5% damage, looks like. So we're gonna need a lot of them. Severe degradation of enemy ECM detected. Open fire. Weaken Andromalius' jamming. Success. Wait a minute, she's breaking off her attack. Oh boy. The Andromalius may be defending the shield's weak point. Stand clear of the destroyer while you attempt to reacquire a lock with all of our cannons. It's coming right at me. Oh crap. Alpha, cover me. Whoops. Whoever else is jumping out, Memphis. Do we know where the hell she's going? Affirmative. Appear the Andromalius is intended to reach the Capella node, but our last attack compromised their navigating capabilities. The Andromalius will fall out of subspace when we can hear the node. All craft, we are activating our secondary drives and following that warship. Prepare for subspace transit. Engage defensive. Activating jump drives in 3, 2, 1. I better not die doing this. Oh boy. Huh. Why were there multiple? Command systems are blown. Command systems are blown near repair. Ha! Whoa, great shot, Memphis. The Andromalius is dead in the water. All wings form up alongside us. The Admiral is bringing us in for the kill. Urgent, urgent. Memphis, this is the Iron Memphis. Our battle group has been surrounded at the Capella node and we have lost most of our fighters. I repeat, a breakout is impossible without additional support. Alright, Memphis, we are unable to come to your aid. Our secondary drives are still cooling down and we are currently engaged with the SD Andromalius. We're getting sent, aren't we? Memphis, Alpha 2, some of us can split off and head for the node. We need those warships. Even if you destroy the Andromalius, you will have no fleet left to assist in breaking through the blockade. You must disengage. There's no time to spare. All units, this is Admiral Nekba. I've reassessed the situation. The Memphis will immediately redeploy to the Capella node. Our diversion will win for nothing and we can't successfully return to Allied space. Indeed. Gunnery disengage primary and secondary beam cannons and want as much power diverted to our primary jump drive as possible. We run the risk of overloading our reactors, but we have no other option. Admiral, we are so close to destroying this bastard. We just need a few more minutes. We don't have a few more minutes, Skip. Shut up. Our warships at the node do not have a few minutes, pilot. We have achieved a mission kill in the Andromalius. Our fleet should be in Capella by the time they repair their engines. Form out with the Memphis, we have Shivan reinforcements inbound. 2 Rakshasa cruisers inbound. They're flanking the Memphis. We can't fight back. We've got to take out those beam cannons. On it. Ah! The Memphis is between me and her. Intercept Cygnus 3. Cygnus Intercept. All units prepare for jump. Executing now. Man, we're jumping all over this damn system. Vasudan. No, after everything we've done, what just blew up? This is the GVD Memphis. Cyrus Memphis, what is your status? We are just barely holding them back, Memphis. The SD Rangda and SD Zafan jumped in a few moments ago and are closing in. We need you to help us break this blockade or all is lost. We will try to reach you, Rear Admiral, but the Memphis is on its last leg. Our reactors are on the verge of imploding. We need several minutes to cool down our engines. Admiral Nekba, I know you can hear me. So much more hangs in the balance than our mere fleet should we fail to reach Capella. Nexus cannot fall. Cannot fail. Jump flash. Holy shit. How is that possible, Memphis? The Andromalius is warping in. Guys, are you seeing this? What the hell happened to it? Whatever it is, it does not bode well. We're picking up a massive amount of energy emanating from within that destroyer. I'm seeing it too. I think it's charging up its beam cannons. Alpha 1, we gotta take that thing down before it... This is the Admiral. Negative, Alpha 2. Pilots, you'll break off from the escort and head for the fleet. The Memphis will divert all remaining power to our thrusters and beam cannons. We'll hold back the Andromalius for as long as we can. Fine. Everyone, you heard the Admiral. Break off from the Memphis and head for the fleet. Full throttle it and... Whoa, friendly configuration jumping in from Capella. It's the GTD Masana. Allied forces, it's the GTD Masana. Hang tight, reinforcements have arrived. Diomedes, assist us in taking down the Datis. Masana, this is GVD Memphis. We're sending you critical targeting data on the SD Andromalius. With the Masana, the fleet will surely be safe. We should strike at the Andromalius. Memphis, do we still go for the fleet? Are we attacking that thing? We need an update, damn it. Belay that order. Pilots, we will let the Andromalius plague us no longer. Memphis and the Masana will strike at that monstrosity, but the Andromalius is jamming both our destroyer beam target. We destroy its sensor subsystem immediately. 30%. Shit, we got no time to waste. Everyone hightail to the Andromalius. Oh boy, 100. We're initiating the Memphis and Masana's beams of path to the enemy. By the prophets, it's a better work. Come on, come on! Cover me, guy. Cover me, Alpha. Alright, we have a firing solution. Closing the range. Ravana's guns will fire in 1 minute. We must hurry. Each volley's doing about 5%. So we should have enough to get it done. Yeah. Alpha 1, we're almost out of time. Got it! I shouldn't have fired that last one. Excellent work, Alpha 1. We've completely broken through their jamming. Masana, remember, joint salvo fire. Firing in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, fire! It's breaking apart. The Andromalius is breaking apart. We did it! Energy signature rising. The Andromalius' reactors are unstable. We must get away now. Hit those burners. Go, go, go! I hope it takes out the Rakshasa. It took out the Rakshasa. I think it anticipated me doing that in the close to Vakatons. Enemy winging about. Holy, we're all still here, yeah? Alpha 4 here. The engineer released that explosion is nearly comparable to that of a Meson bomb. Absolute insanity. This charge, Alpha 1 looks fine too. Man, I don't even want to know what would have happened if they fired those cannons. Yes, the Andromalius has been destroyed. Masana, we are picking numerous outbound suggestions. Are you getting this? Acknowledge. Masana here. Affirmative. This long-range scan showing the flotilla withdrawal Shivan forces towards the nebular node. Should be in the clear for the time being. Except for these freaking fighters. They're not withdrawing. Thank you, guys. Memphis' Allied Command, what is your status? You know, I can't tell if I'm happy or disappointed to hear Command's voice again. This is Admiral Nekba speaking. The danger has passed, but Memphis will not be withdrawing to Capella without emergency repairs to our engine arrays. In the meantime, we have a flotilla of transports, freighters, and medical vessels that will be transiting the node. My pilots shepherded these souls to safety. They would not be here without them. The GTT Merrick is already in subspace with the damage control team on board. We will arrange an evacuation plan for those survivors once they have arrived in Capella. Excellent work keeping them safe. We will deploy additional wings to escort your fleet to the node, Memphis. No offense, but your pilots are just about done in. This is Memphis Tactical, and Masana will handle cap duties. Starting with the 36, you'll have permission to return to the Memphis. The fighter bay is ready to receive you. You have all done a great duty today. Memphis Tactical out. Well, that was a hell of a ride. I don't know if it'll be our last time flying together. It was great flying with you, Nahibu. We wouldn't have made it out this far without you. And I thank you as well. We made quite a team together, and we have made the Shivans pay dearly for the lives they took these recent days. Watching that damn thing go down is hard to describe. I think those we lost along the way may finally rest in peace. I'm glad we made it happen. Thanks for getting us out of hell, Alpha 1. Watch the Sathanas show up. All units were launching a wing of 4 Mara-class fighters. Do not engage those ships. Repeat, Mara fighters taking off are friendly. Masana, Snipes here. We are off the deck and getting ready to jump to the node. Keep the lights on. We'll be back in time for supper. Roger that, Skulls. Good luck out there. We're going to need it where we're going. Let's hope our drives can get us back to Gamma Draconus before they break down. Jumping out now. I thought they had a support ship in the node. In the nebula. Secondary is depleted. Go get them, Snipes. Nice, and there's Memphis are just kind of hanging out. Shouldn't y'all be headed for the node? Alright. Okay, let's land. Seems no one else has anything to say. Oh, Masana took a beating in there. The Imperial Order of Vasudan. Welcome back aboard the GVD Memphis pilots. We have won today. With our victory over the SD Andromalius, all Shivan forces and Gamma Draconus have withdrawn to the vicinity of the jump node leading to the nebula. Although Allied command has indicated that no offensive will be launched to retake this position, we can take some comfort knowing that the Andromalius will terrorize us no more. Our forces are withdrawing to Capella, where the 3rd Fleet and other Allied units are mopping up the remaining Shivan Vanguard force. Although the Memphis is in urgent need of repairs to several of her structures and systems, engineers report that she should be able to make the jump to Capella in 1 hour's time. The GTD Masana will remain on station to provide cover for us, and they will join us in Capella as soon as their mission here is concluded. Our time in that system will be short, however, as only minor repairs will be conducted before the Memphis and the rest of our fleet head for Epsilon Pegasi. Command has ordered the creation of a provisional unit, the 32nd Battle Group, to assist the Terran 6th Fleet in defending Epsilon Pegasi. This unit will consist of survivors from both our fleet, including Terran such as yourselves, and the remnants of the 6th Battle Group, led by the GVD Zednanray. We will rendezvous with the Zednanray in that system and undergo more extensive repairs at Inif Station. I have been informed that Admiral Nekba personally spoke with Emperor Khonsu II shortly ago, and you should know that our squadron was a focal point during their discussion. I am pleased to announce that for your heroism in the face of darkness and for your diligent service to the Alliance, all pilots of our squadron have been inducted into the Imperial Order of Vasudan. This is a truly historic moment, as never before has an entire squadron been awarded this great prestige. Congratulations, pilots. The 36 Orbos-Gak will undergo a well-deserved mandatory rest period once we have departed Gamma Draconus. You all have deserved it. Dismissed. I've been inducted into the Imperial Order of Vasudan 4 times. Alright. 7 total kills with no assists. Of course, I had to use checkpoints. It was dozens and dozens of kills. We know this. Mission kills, 5 Asteros and 2 Manticores. So, this was 36 Legions. The 10th and I believe final mission of the Shepherds campaign for Freespace 2 here on Paladin Gaming. I have it on good authority there is a closing cutscene, so that will be this afternoon. This is Paladin Gaming signing off.